浮世の風景は幾千年も変わらないというのに、人の世とはこうも白露と泡のように儚い。
剣女盤石。
逃げ道はあります。
歌よ錦となれ。この剣はわかるかい？
お、火の用心。行くで。
見切りました。
天道万象。
祭りの開始や。
裁きの雷。
動く雨描きがたしさい。
やっ気ぃつけるで。へいやっは
難攻不落。はっやっはっ
やってあら、この美しい風景もそばに誰もいない以上、私の普遍を引き立たせるだけ。浮世の風景は幾千年も変わらないというのに、人の世とはこうも白露と泡のように儚い。この美しい風景もそばに誰もいない以上、私の普遍を引き立たせるだけ。ひゅっ
せ
浮世の風景はいく千年も変わらないというのに。し ひゅっ。
岩山八九。
逃げ道はあります。
左右ルコー、この剣はわかるかい？雨描きが
火の用心。さあえっおっとそりゃほなへっせっ
剣女盤石。
見切りました。
この剣はわかるかい？
せいざ天理チョーク。
たまや
やっひっ
はっ。
歌よ錦となれ。やっ
え気ぃつけるでせっさあタッチおっとそりゃふっへっやっさあタッチふっ
てっ。
難攻不落。
祭りの開始や
さい左右ルコー。
逃げ道はありません。
花火見いひんやっせっふっおっとはあやっ
見切りました。
天道ここにあり。や霹靂先陣。
逃げ道はあります。
この剣はわかるかい？さい
岩山八九。
股間奥義。
タッチ
たっやっ。ここより弱滅の時。てっふんたっふっそこ裁きの雷。ふっ。
天理チョーク。
雨描きがたし、この剣はわかるかい？
やっふっせっおっとやっ
歌よ錦となれ。
いい子やで
難攻不落。
ふっほなへっせっふっ
ふって
天道万象。
たっふんふってって逃げ道はありません。せっ無我の境地。
形は股間奥義。
やっいやふっそりゃやっさあおっと
揺らぐことなし。
おっと。
やっ
待たせちゃった。
ひゅっはってっ裁きのイカ
風だ。一緒に遊ぼうよ。へいや、さっき。やっ。
天道ここにあり。はっ。
はっしっ ひゅっしっはっ。
星とし無事今日の依頼星とし
雷鳴が止んでしまいます。
はっや。剣女盤石。
見切りました。
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
だわや
裁きの雷。
さあやっおっとはあやっ
乱暴だな。ここだよ。
星と深淵を目指せ。実はつい先日、冒険者協会にある特殊な依頼が届きました。慎重に検討いたしましたところ、やはり
旅人が最も適した人選だろ
はい、いつもと同じですね。では早速ではありますが、この依頼を引き受けてはいただけませんでしょうか。はい、では簡単に説明いたしますね。本件はシャブ業からの依頼になります。どうやら獣域ハウンドの群れが溶合山一帯で神王の根を攻撃しているようなのです。
獣域ハウンド？そいつらが鳴神島に現れたのか？
はい、そうです。それら魔物が一体どこからやってきたのかわかりません。ただ今回は群れをなしており、規模も大きく、目標が明確で非常に攻撃的になっています。神王が稲妻にとってとても大切な存在であることをあなたたちもご存知ですよね。よかったです。ですのでこの件は至急対処しなければなり。
このこと天領奉行の人は知ってるのか？
はい、彼らもすでに行動しています。ただ神王の根はとても複雑なもの。獣域ハウンドも神出鬼没で数が多く、対処するのが難しい状況でして、そのため彼らは住民を守ることを最優先事項としています。また本件に対し冒険者協会も力を入れてサポートを行っております。ありがとうございます。心強いお返事を聞けてとても安心しました。では獣域ハウンドの出没地点をマップに記しておきますね。それら魔物の殲滅をどうかよろしくお願いいたします。
安心しろ。すぐ終わらせて帰ってくるぜ。まさかまた神王に関する事件が起こるなんてな。それに神王は花散里さんがずっと守りたかったものだ。それをあの悪い犬たちがめちゃくちゃにしようとしてるなんて絶対に許せないな。
もう一度お試しください。
キャサリン、オイラたちだぞ。何か手伝えることはないか？
すみません。また手伝ってもらいたいことがあります。今回は天領奉行直々に冒険者協会へと依頼された重要かつ危険な任務です。協会はこの任務は経験豊富な冒険者にしか任せられないと判断し、そこであなたたちの名が挙がりました。
にひひ、それほどでもないぞ。
それについて説明しますと、天領奉行はここ最近荒滝一斗という名の鬼族の青年を探しているのです。彼を捕まえるためお尋ね者のお触れまで出すほどでして。
鬼族？なんか聞いたことあるな。おでこに角の生えた見た目が怖そうな人だろ？
はい、その人物はとても派手で騒々しいため町では割と有名です。それが最近になって強盗、さらに悪事を働いただけでなく天領部。
とにかくオイラたちに悪者安心しな。こいつに任せればどんな相手でもちょちょいのちょいだ。
はい、しかしやはり万全な準備をした方がいいと思います。
悪かったよ。もう大口叩かないからオイラを戦わせようとしないでくれ。
荒滝一斗という人物についてなぜそのようなことをして、そして今どこを逃げているのか、私たちはまだ情報をつかめていません。町にいる皆さんの方が詳しいと思うので、そこなら有益な情報を得られるはずです。ご協力ありがとうございます。
じゃあ早速荒滝一斗の情報とそいつがどこに行ったのかを町の人。
Takeito? Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is he did something monumentally stupid, then ran off before they could catch him. And to be completely honest, I was a little surprised when I first heard it. Okay, well, I mean, not that surprised.
Wait, you mean he already had a bad reputation?
No, not exactly. He's just very overbearing in everything he does. Big and brash and always making a ruckus. So, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. When he's in a good mood, he's as high as a kite. But when he gets upset, he gets completely enraged. I don't personally see him as a bad guy, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him to get all riled up and lose control. I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. I keep a pretty good eye on what's happening in the city, and as far as I can tell, he just idles the days away. When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that, he's just out making a scene with the kids on the street or his gang. If I had to guess, his lack of income finally drove him to do something more drastic to make ends meet.
Is it just Paimon, or is this Ito fellow starting to sound pretty weird?
I'm afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend his time with people a little more lively than myself. Perhaps you could try asking around some more.
Okay, thanks.
I think this time it turned out better than before.
My store is offering the latest in fashion. Come and have a look.
Those two look familiar. Ah, it's Ippei and Shinojo! What? You forgot already? That one is Shinojo. Back when we first arrived in Inazuma, we escorted Hiragi Chisato out of Rito with him. Remember? That's how we got out. Next to him is Ippei, Kujo Kamaji's servant. That day when we hung out with A, he came and told us that Kujo Kamaji had gone missing. He was really worried. All part of Paimon's job as your guide. Anyway, let's go say hi. Hi, Ippei. Hi, Shinojo. What are you guys doing here?
Oh, it's you. Thanks so much for your help last time. I was just ordering some clothes when I ran into him.
You know these two as well?
Yes, they helped me and Master Kamaji out a great deal last time. I've never had the chance to say thank you properly. What about you? How do you know them?
Also a chance encounter. Our lady had them join us as additional guards for a goods escort in order to sneak out of Rito undetected.
So we all know each other, huh? What a coincidence.
Not exactly. We've only just met. Somehow we ended up on the topic of Master Kamaji and Lady Hiragi's relationship. Wait, it's okay to talk about it.
It's probably fine. They've known about it for a long time already.
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers those two had a thing. In fact, that was why Chisato wanted us to deliver a letter. That's old news, though. So why has it come up now? Are they taking the next step or something?
We have reason to suspect that they'll be getting married soon.
Wow, that's great! They can finally make it official!
Of course, this is just personal speculation. They haven't announced anything, and we wouldn't dare to ask.
I was instructed to place an order for some formal wear for a big banquet. Turns out that Ippei received the exact same instructions as I did.
They're both preparing for a banquet at the same time. They're both purchasing the kind of fine wine and confectionery normally reserved for big festivals. It's hard not to put two and two together.
Lady Hiragi has been in high spirits recently, and I heard she's on a diet as well. Surely it's all for the wedding.
This is wonderful news! But,
What's wrong? Oh, don't mind me. She's about to be happily married to the love of her life. I genuinely couldn't be happier for her.
Right? I think so too. It's fantastic.
Yes, but we shouldn't let ourselves get overexcited. What if it's all a big misunderstanding? As things stand, we have no actual proof of a wedding. Now, if they sent me out to deliver wedding invitations, that would be a different story.
Shinoju doesn't look like he's taking this very well at all.
Sorry, I just haven't slept well recently. I'm ashamed to be so out of sorts at work. I'm not living up to my responsibilities, either to the Kanjo Commission or to my lady.
Are you worried about their wedding?
Not exactly, it's just everything feels kind of up in the air until they make it official.
I get what you mean, I really do. We need this wedding to be set in stone before the celebrations can really begin.
What should we do? Should we just straight up ask them?
I don't know. That seems a bit rude.
Right! If Ayaka knows about it, that means it's a sure thing!
I don't think it's a good idea to bother the Yashiro Commission about this.
It's fine. She and Ayaka are
I see. Then thank you.
Let's go to the Kamisato estate!
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Arataki Ito? Oh yeah. I heard about that whole thing. I'm sure it must have been a mix-up on the Tenryo Commission's end. He could never do anything so dastardly.
Huh? How can you be so sure? Is he really as trustworthy as all that?
No, perhaps you misunderstand me. When I said he could never do anything dastardly, I meant he literally doesn't have what it takes. Maybe a story will explain it better. So, he used to spend a lot of time playing rock, paper, scissors and hide and seek with the kids on the streets. Kids, being kids, aren't exactly the most difficult to outsmart. I'm sure you can see what I'm getting at here. He used to lose all the time, sometimes catastrophically.
On purpose, though, right?
No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started jumping around and yelling, "I won! I finally won! I'm unbeatable!" And so on. Then he took the kid's candy as his prize and ate it right there in front of him.
Ugh, that's just plain wrong.
He did take it way too far that time. The poor kid started crying, so I stepped in and gave Ito a scolding. He was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't long before the kid had stopped crying and was laughing and playing again as if nothing had ever happened. In fact, the children quite like playing with him because he's always serious about the stakes and never throws a game on purpose. So, I suppose what I'm trying to say is a guy who can't even beat kids at a children's game really gonna be capable of these kinds of diabolical deeds?
He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all. In fact, he kind of sounds like a man of integrity.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Still, the Tenryou Commission's evidence against him is supposed to be irrefutable. So, I'm not trying to condone his actions or anything. If he really has messed up big time, then he should face the consequences just like anyone else.
Thanks for the info. We'll keep asking around.
Arataki Ito. Of course I know him. We've been trying to apprehend him recently. We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no choice but to commission others for help, including the Adventurers Guild.
Catherine says that Arataki Ito hasn't done anything seriously bad before, so it seems pretty strange. Paimon's curious. Is there any evidence of all this stuff he's accused of?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put so many people on the case. For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity, but for an Oni, the horns are a dead giveaway. I mean, the whole city could have recognized it was him. At first, he was just one of our suspects, but when we went to investigate, he personally confessed to everything and started trying to provoke the officers. What's most frustrating is that he then managed to escape along with his entire gang. He must have been planning the whole thing right from the start. Of course he did. Whether material or psychological, there is plenty of evidence either way. He's never had a Mora to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a real job. Word is that he also takes care of someone in his gang, and that the burden of it takes quite the toll on him. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe he thought that being the bad guy would be an easier ride. As for his psychological motives, it's a bit embarrassing to talk about, but we confiscated his vision during the Vision Hunt Decree. At the time, Arataki Ito put up quite a fight. It took a huge amount of manpower and resources, and in the end we had to enlist the help of Kujo Sara to finally secure his vision. The Vision Hunt was a mistake, but we never expected that he would go to such extreme lengths to take revenge on us.
He does sound a little unstable, just like people have been saying.
If the two of you are able to capture Arataki Ito, please bring him straight here. We'll handle him from there.
Thanks for all the info. Too bad we still don't know where he could have run off to. We already got word on the street, so maybe it's time to talk to a real specialist. Paimon remember. About Arataki Ito.
Oh, him again. Sure. I have answers. We've already done some investigating for the Tenryou Commission. But first, do you have enough Moro to cover the fee? I've heard all about your travels. After everything you've been through, I'm sure you understand the way these sorts of things work.
How much more are we talking
out here?
A one-off payment of 397,000 mora, upfront, plus a further 5% of your Adventures Guild remuneration as my commission, if Arataki Ito is successfully caught and brought to justice.
Whoa! That's crazy expensive! How did you even come up with the price that high?
Hold on. I wasn't finished. It just so happens the initial fee has already been paid in full by the Tenryou Commission. All you'll need to pay is the small commission fee. And, as for that amount, I'll settle things with the Adventures Guild once we have Ito. So, from the way I see it, you guys are getting a pretty nice deal. Now then, to give you the full picture in this case, we must first recount a well-known Inazuman fairy tale. A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a crimson oni and a blue oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The blue oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an oni. The crimson oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at him whenever he came near. So the blue oni said to the crimson oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You'll come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
As planned, the crimson oni chased the blue oni away. The crimson oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him. But when the crimson oni went...
That's it? What about the little blue oni? Whatever happened to him?
I suppose the blue oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again. Only the crimson oni remain now.
But the blue oni was just an innocent little kid!
Of course it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. One interpretation is that the story is actually broadly based on historical events and that Arataki Ito is, in fact, a descendant of the Crimson Oni. What I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past in order to finally integrate themselves into human society. But there are still some volatile personality traits in the Oni bloodline. Every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Ito has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past, can we ever completely rule out the possibility of him one day allowing this side of him to take over?
But how could he do that? After the blue oni's sacrifice? That would be such a betrayal!
That's a very old story. Nobody knows how long it's been since the blue Oni disappeared. We can only assume that they have long since died out, in which case, it would be quite a stretch to say it still counts as a betrayal at this point. Besides, the suspect has already confessed. What is there left to discuss? According to my investigation, he was headed southwest. I would bet he's already made it to Yashiori Island by now. The Tenryou Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's the reason Arataki Ito chose to flee in that direction. Don't mention it. I'm just doing my duty.
Wait! Paimon still has a question. If Arataki Ito has given in to his bad side, won't that mean he's extra mean and violent now?
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled fighter with a lot of brute strength. Whether or not you'll be able to handle him, that I do not know.
Okay, but what's up with people throwing beans at Oni?
Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that Arataki Ito is allergic to beans. In fact, all Oni will avoid beans, but especially Ito. I heard that just touching a bean is enough to incapacitate him. If you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps you'd have better luck subduing him.
It's fine. He's the bad guy, remember?
It just so happens that I have a bag of beans right here. I was planning to use them to make some porridge, but I think you will find a better use for them. Of course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a fair and reasonable rate for the beans.
Sneaky! But also, thanks! Let's head to Yashiori Island and start looking for Ito!
Welcome to Bonton Sango Detective Agency. What will you have me solve?
According to Detective Sango, Ito should be Look! Footprints! Let's see where they lead! There's a camp here, but nothing stands out as particularly noteworthy. Let's keep moving forward. There are more footprints here. He should be just up ahead. Wait! Could that be him? Is that Arataki Ito? He doesn't seem to be looking this way. Perfect. Let's try the beans Detective Sango gave us. It'll save a lot of hassle if we can avoid a fight.
Beans, no!
Are you what should we do? Paimon didn't think he'd react this badly.
Don't be alarmed. It's just my my allergies acting up. It's all right. I got this. I just gotta tough it out. I can take it. I can take it. Who am I kidding? I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you want, it's gonna have to wait. I need a moment. Need a moment. Woo, that's better. That sure took a lot out of me, though. Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh? Surprise attacking me like that. Hey, whoa, take it easy. Just stop with the beans, okay? So you're here to bring me in. How in the world did you find me all the way out here anyway? Well, whatever. If you think I'm going back with you, you can forget it. I'd walk away if I were you. I pack a mean punch, you know. I don't want to hurt any regular folks like you.
That's pretty big talk considering all the beans we have.
Yep, that's right. Me, all by myself. Nobody else. As boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink when we're running low. That's only natural, right?
Yeah, but nabbing people? That's taking it a bit far, don't you think?
Not when their families will pay good Mora to see them again. Easy pickings. And the extra Mora means I can, give some to my gang to spend on themselves. Hey, what's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you, so stop wasting everybody's time.
No way, mister! We've accepted a commission to bring you back!
What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
Well, mostly she took a commission to bring you back.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this drop. In that case, we...
Uncle Ito! Don't run now. Careful or you'll fall. What's taking you so long? You said we were gonna have a beetle fight today. Come on, you promised.
Yeah, that's right. Still going ahead. But you see, I've been out here for ages, and I still can't find a beetle that I like. So, just give Uncle Ito a little more time, okay?
Huh? Who are they? Are they your friends?
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but what can I say? They were just too worried about me. It's because of a little thing called, prestige. Yeah, because of all the prestige Uncle Ito has.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Come on, just play along. Leave the kid out of this.
Uncle Ito, you don't look so good. You look like you're about to fall over.
That's because Uncle Ito bumped his noggin on a tree branch while looking for a beetle. Uh-oh. It's all good, though. These horns are rock solid.
Okay, if you say so. Granny and I will keep heading back now. Don't be too long.
Yep, I'll be right there. Hope you're ready to lose today.
Who were those people?
The old lady was Granny Oni. She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. I took him in just a while back. They're both like family to me. They escaped with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring them with me, the Tenryo Commission would be knocking on their doors for sure.
Right. But if you care about them so much, then you shouldn't have done all that stuff that made them...
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things with a duel. If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and you won't hear a peep out of me. Why? 'Cause I'm an Oni of my word. I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to step outside for a moment. That way you won't worry. Cool?
What should we do? There is the kid to consider.
Oh, it's on! I like your style. Come with me. Saves you worrying that I might skedaddle.